Okay. Okay, what's up and down, playing with the microphone, up and down. Look, if you can't have fun with it, people. Isn't that right? Well, that took a little longer than intended, but here I am. Okay, I was worried my eyeballs weren't properly animating. They're not. It's not detecting my microphone at all. There we go. Try that. Well, uh, this is a problem for another time. We're just gonna have to not animate my eyeballs properly for. Whoa, hold on, come back. Actually, hold on, come back. Man, you've really. Whoa, no, come on, come back. Come back, eyeballs. Come back, eyeballs, sister. This is, whoa. Okay, okay. Eyeballs won't move. So anyway, welcome to the Great Uncle Pixel Show, where I slept longer than intended. But I'm gonna do some coding. I almost started doing some coding before the stream started, but I decided to hold off a little bit because I had stream like that. Now, so now what I was going to do is implement the setup procedure as using a dictionary instead of hard coding it like so. And so the next thing I wanted to do was figure out how to do that. And when I say how to do that, I mean uh, I can create it. I don't. Okay. First of all, initialize board does not need to be visible. I will probably comment it all out at some point. So this, I can comment all this out. In fact, after this. Yes. Okay. I see what we're doing here. So first, I think I will what I will do is this will be a function. Whoop, shrinking. Okay, okay. So what we're doing, right? I want to put a function right here, which will read the dictionary. Uh, Read the dictionary, send it in. Now, I don't see any way to make this dictionary without it being a little messy. But because I need oof. I'm gonna do a copy here. It's gonna be something like this. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be a bit messy, but it's not gonna be that messy. So I'm just gonna copy this from the dictionary page first of all. Why is this red? Oh, okay, now it's green. Whatever, I can't tell colors apart. Anyway, there. Board setup. This is just a copy of a generic thing, obviously. So, first, pawn. Oop. Am I going to need 16 pawns in here? Okay, no. Because I don't want. Am I going to need a variable for. Am I going to need a key for each piece on the board? Or can I do one and then have the routine know where they go? Uh, get rid of that one, two, no, one. There we go. Just one, two, three, four for now. Place holder. Example. Why is this green? Because it's not used. Right, it's not used, so that's why it's showing me in this color. I really don't need that warning, thank you. So try and think of how to best implement this, least messiest. If I want, Ooh, it's gonna be different. It's okay. It's okay. Just a bare set of pieces. The arrange pieces. Whatever. The name of the thing doesn't matter. Do I need one of these? Because it. I mean, somewhere it's going to have to multiply 1 into 16. And is that going to be. So it's not like I can get away with not having 16 pawns put on the board. So do I do it here? Where is it least messy? Like, should there be a pawn 1 and then pawn 2? And so on and so forth? Because the placeholder information is going to be different. Placeholder information will be information here will be vector 2i 1 comma 0 comma true 20. Twenty's not necessary. Do that by virtue of being a pawn. Hang on a second. Let me look at the pawn script. Uh, Also, let me see if I can animation equals string ownership. Now that I've gotten the rest of that string, the rest of that, I don't think I need these. Because that's the whole reason I named ownership like I did. Or that's the whole reason why I named the animations what I true and false as I did, so I could convert it directly from ownership to the animation name. Yeah, that works. So that's it still works. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Good. Right. Sprite frames are not identified in the current scope. That's fine. Where are we? Is this Berlina? It is. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna simplify some code while I can. I don't need that anymore. Um, I don't need this twice. Why is that twice? But whatever. Yeah. Empress. King. Just simplifying this code. I'm not even sure if I really need both of these, but check afterwards, make sure it works. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted the other one. That's fine. Princess. Queen. Hopefully, I'm not messing anything up here. Let's just rerun it. Make sure. Uh, so far so good. And rook. Right. Okay. So that's all correct. That's not really doesn't really have anything to do with what I was working on. Right, that's the problem. That's the other thing I was going to do. I was going to make sprites for the various fairy chess pieces. And the other thing I was going to do, I was going to remove this from the setup piece because each piece should have a predefined starting. I'm not sure if I should remove this or not. And I'm not sure if I should remove this because this is always going to be false. When creating a new queen, it should always be false. It should be false by default. So this is the variable that gets sent to this is the value that gets sent into the variable for has moved. And has moved should be false by default. There should be no need to send false in there. Oof. And yeah, I'm not sure if the health should be sent in as a setup or if it should be an intrinsic part of the class, if the starting health. Because what if I want to make a game where everyone has twice as much health? Or a game variant where every piece has twice as much health, or half as much health, or one hit point. I don't think I want to make one with one hit point, but just as an example. Oh no! Oh no, I realize. I left an item off my checklist. Left an item off of my pre-stream checklist.
Said. I forgot my text-to-speech program.
Yeah, like that. But I got it now. Okay, so if anyone has said anything in chat, let me go make sure, see what everyone has been. I don't even have my Twitch channel open. What's going on here?
What is going on here?
Whoa, no, it's the Peanut Gallery.
You woke up from a nap for this. Do it properly.
Yep. Hello, Duke Smile. I'm sorry, I've been yeah. Oh man, it has been.
Duke Smile said.
You've all been talking to me, and I've been sitting here, derp.
Duke Smile said. https://i.imager.com/2k3f7a2.png.
Goodness.
Duke Smile said. This picture. Duke Smile said. Says it all.
Yeah. That, oh goodness. Yeah, I saw Idiocracy and oh golly.
Ill Philly said. At Duke Smile, no, I know, but the joke is Trump is building a ballroom.
Oh, he's building a ballroom, but he's building. He's also building a
Duke Smile
United Fighting
It's
Championship.
crazy how the movie is become reality in real time.
He's also building a UFC octagon in the front yard. I wish I was joking about that. He's doing the whole bread and circuses thing, but he forgot that the bread and circuses are supposed to be for the people, not for himself.
Oh boy.
Also, there's no bread.
Yeah, there's no bread. They're out of bread.
Duke Smile.
Yeah, he has bread, so what is that's all that matters. He's got all the McDonald's he wants.
Said. I'm out of the loop now that Colbert is out. Duke Smile said. Let them eat cake.
Yeah. Bread and circuses where only he gets the bread and the circuses. Also, let me go back and see what you said about Peace Vector 2i. Oh, I see. Huh. I think.
Ill Philly said. I mean, he does love a circus.
Just doesn't realize. He does love a circus, yes. He doesn't realize that he's the clown.
Duke Smile said. At Ill Philly, it's like the movie Idiocracy, only that the president isn't simply an idiot but a malevolent evil one.
Over in okay. To my YouTube viewers, I'll just you can follow the chat in the window there.
Ill Philly
I should
said. At Duke Smile, yeah, but I mean it's real bad. Like MMA fighting octagon on the White House lawn bad.
Yeah. I'm not surprised exactly. I'm horrified and dismayed, but not surprised.
Said. Like, if Colbert hadn't been fired, I'd heard about that. Duke Smile said. At Ill Philly, yeah, people drinking, probably using Red Party plastic. Duke Smile said. At Ill Philly, also Colbert thing is such a shame. Duke Smile said. F * Disney. Duke Smile said. And Paramount. Duke Smile said. And all of them.
Hang on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not entirely surprised, dismayed, and extremely concerned and vaguely horrified. Yes, but not entirely surprised. Ever since the WWE and UFC merged, of course he's going to have his Secretary of Education's. She has a she doesn't have a controlling stake in the thing being built on the front yard, but she does have a stake in it. I mean, he's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Did we discuss that the other day that he's in the WWE Hall of Fame? Well, he is. Let's see here. Hold
Ill Philly said. Oh, it's an educational UFC fighting octagon. Oh, it's fine then.
yeah, exactly. It's an educational. People will be beating each other up on the front lawn educationally.
Duke Smile said. Trump's White House is symbolic for the destruction of the US, by him mainly but not solely, and I mean both the White House as well as the physical building. Also no, I had no idea he is in the wrestling Hof, but I am not surprised.
Hold on a second. Still going. I'm gonna try and get some programming done here.
Said. Well, I was when I learned.
East Vector 2I. Okay.
Duke Smile said. At Ill Philly, nothing can surprise me when it comes to that clown. Ill Philly said. In 4 Tate gets his face caved in on the front lawn of the White House, BTWS. Duke Smile said. Oh, BTW, I released my game client yesterday for testing on itch.com and set up the game server, laughing face.
Oh, cool.
Duke Smile said. At Ill Philly, he would be one of the lesser evils there in terms of criminality.
Cool on getting the game client set up, by the way. Okay, I'm doing this. Here we go. Dictionary. Oh, that's exactly. That is exactly the code I copied in the.
Duke Smile said. This the link, but it requires 2-player. Duke Smile said. https://boonstyle.itch.io/autobattler. Duke Smile said. Unless you play with yourself with 2 clients, laughing face.
Available for download. Prototype. Actually, yeah. Let me hit
Duke
follow
smiled,
on itch.io.
said, "Yeah, I am implementing the bug report system right now."
I mean, I'll look at that a little later. Uh, okay. I understand. I see. I understand, I think. Sorry, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this dictionary thing. Wouldn't I want to have a, wouldn't I want to have position?
Zagseryai said,
Whoa.
"AIVUEA."
Oh. And hang on a second. Before I ban this obvious bot, I'm gonna copy their thing there so I can. Where did I put my list of servers to ban? Sites to ban on Twitch. There it is. No. It's clearly they're using. That's it. But anyway, bye bye. Sorry you all had to see that.
Duke smiled, said, "They are a pest."
Yeah, yeah. You, you'd think they'd go, well, the first dozen times we advertised to this, we spammed this guy with our link. He immediately banned us and deleted our message. But maybe the 13th time. Oh, maybe the 14th time. Maybe the 15th time. No, they don't think that. They just push a button somewhere.
Duke smiled, said,
Yeah,
"It's a numbers game."
yeah.
Ill Philly said, "At Duke smile, which is saying something, considering he's the one that went to jail." Duke smile, said, "Like scamming old people."
Yep. I am an old people. No, I'm not. No, not quite.
Duke smile, said, "At Il Philly Yehi and his brother, being freed by Trump himself."
Okay. Okay. Uh, hmm.
Philly. Said. Well, of course he was gonna pardon the most toxic piece of shite he could find. Duke smile. Said. At Il Philly he did pardon so many. What was the name of the guy scamming millions of health insurance just to be pardoned and promoted by Trump in Florida? Duke smile. Said. And now being pushed into office.
Anyway, sorry, I'm the politics talk had me zoning out a bit. Well, I'm just trying to figure out this dictionary.
Duke smile. Said. Yeah, let's shift. Duke smile. Said. Laughing face. Duke smile. Said. To pawns.
Two pawns. But then do I need... Nope, do I need that? I shouldn't need that because, no, that makes no sense. It doesn't include which player that pawn is to be assigned to. So unless it's true. Then do I need 16 lines of this? Or should I set this up with a for loop? But that would just be duplicating this. Huh. I could break it down into hmm. Um, yeah, try dictionary. I don't know if this is the smartest way to do it either. It's a blank dictionary. And I'm sitting here pausing because I realize I just had a flashback to find black where I used a dictionary but had since it was my first game, I had no idea I was using a dictionary and I used it entirely wrong. And would probably be doing it, would have done it differently today.
Duke smile. Said.
I'm doing this wrong.
Dictionary is just key, value in assignment. Duke smile. Said. And dictionary key equals value.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just trying to figure out what the keys should be and what the values need to be. Do I need a key for each pawn? I can't see any way to not have a key for each pawn with x coordinate, y coordinate, and ownership.
Duke smile. Said. Yet. Duke smile. Said. As each has its own position.
That's what I thought. So let me set this up. I'll put another loop in here.
Duke smile. Said. For ownership you can just call it for play 1 and then 2 and mirror it.
Yeah, that's true, because the other side will be exactly the same layout. Oh, that's brilliant.
Duke smile. Said. Yes.
Hold on, I forgot how to manipulate this. One comma I. Oh, colon. Right. That, wait, what is wrong here? Not all paths return the value. Oh, okay, yeah, that is a problem. Return temp. There, relax. Yeah, I can use code similar to this mess, but yeah. But simplify it and then send. I'm just going to copy this and then change the. I'm not going to actually set them up here. I'm just going to make sure I have the correct values. Did I forget rooks? I forgot rooks. I wanted this particular vector two these vector 2i's, so I wouldn't have to recalculate them. And I'll just copy these over and I'll edit them down later. Okay. Okay, so what I actually want here is temp rook plus. So yeah, I'll have, doesn't matter that I have equals. And then instead of doing, huh. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can do that there. I probably can. We'll see. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I am wrong. No, I don't need this. And I don't need this. that. Queen doesn't need a so so print temp. Normal board. I'm gonna put a breakpoint right there, so I just want to see. There we go. That's what I want to print. That's what I wanted it to do. That's what I want to look at. I wonder what's printing this. Anyway, I wanted to print I didn't put a print debug here, so I don't know what's printing these lines. I'll find it. It's happening in one of the setups. King, fine, queen, find, pawn, find, rook, find, bishop, find, knight, find. Huh. Well, it's here somewhere. I'll find it eventually. But the important part is this, which means it's setting up the dictionary correctly. Rook 0, rook 1, knight 0, knight 1. Okay. Let me copy this again, because it will be here in the add pieces to the board routine. I'm not gonna use this as written, but I need to look at this to remember. So let's void for key. Match. So I don't want to match pieces key exactly. Whoop, no, that's correct. What are you doing? Queenie. There we go. There we go. Except I made them capital. Did I make them capital? I did. Force a habit. And I don't want to match pieces. Oh, yeah. Capitalization is important. What is the problem here? Oh, it doesn't get used. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Really, set up one side and then mirror it on the other side is brilliant. It's just, I wish I'd thought of that sooner. I didn't think of it at all, really. That's, am I missing conversation? Yes, that was all Duke Smile. Okay. And I don't want to match pieces key exactly. String. I want to match pieces key dot ends with. King, 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 okay. Pawn. I know I need to change, do these in order. Bishop and down at the bottom, poor little rook. Pawn. Knight. Bishop. Rook. New piece. Setup. Piece. Oh, hang on. Because I'm setup piece also requires me to send in the health. It needs position and health, and health is not part of this. Okay, so new piece, setup piece. Hold on, I'm doing it. Right, it's key. Stop that. Oh, yeah. Go here. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yes, it's 5 piece. New piece, set up piece key. Not key. That's not correct. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting the hang of this. So let's see here. I got, no, I don't want has. I want, value. So I'm trying to figure out how to use a dictionary here. Okay, what goes in here? So I don't want, key is not a value. Pieces, uh, value? Is that how that works? I'm, I'm feeling pretty, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, okay, okay. Hang on. Hang on, I don't think this is right. Should be key begins with. And this should be pieces key. There we go. I think that's correct. What do you mean it's not declared? It's right there. Okay. Right. Fine. I don't know why it has no trouble with the other one. New piece not declared in current scope. Oh, you annoy me. There, new piece. Screw it. I'm just declaring you.
Duke's smile. Said. You can only have one value assigned to a key.
Oh. There, new piece, colon, piece. Starting health, int. I realize I copied your code a little too slavishly. Forgot to. There we go. Okay, that should do it.
Duke's smile. Said. If
This
starting
should
help
set
is
it up
always the same, then it should be an at export var
the
help
same way
int.
as
Duke smile
all
said.
this mess.
In the base class.
So what's the normal board? Okay. So we're going to take all this, comment it out, hide them. And we want add pieces to board. Oh, this is showing again. What? Let's minimize that. We got add pieces to board. Arrange pieces. Now let's see if it crashes. It crashed! Oh. Hang on. Did I misunderstand how begins with works? Do I not know how to? Oh, okay. Hang on. Yes, I did. This is not going to work. This is a Boolean. It's, hang on.
Duke smile said. It's just match key. Duke smile said. Key is the string. Duke smile said. So match key. Duke smile said. If the key is Mickey and you make key in dictionary.keys, match key it checks for mics.
Because this is wrong.
Duke
This match
smile
statement is wrong.
said. Mickey asterisk.
Print. What am I doing? Give me an error. I don't care. Give me an error. Okay. Okay, so it is.
Duke smile said. I assume the issue is at the end.
I don't think I can put
Duke
this
smile
here.
said. Not in the match.
Maybe I can't. Is this something I can do? No, exactly. It must be a constant. Okay. Oh, of course. There.
Duke smile said.
Key
Your match
type.
is fine.
Wait, no.
Duke's smile. Said. Set up piece is trying to get a value that doesn't exist. Duke's smile. Said. It's not the match but use of key after the match down. Duke's smile. Said. In like 253. Duke's smile. Said. Or whatever it was.
There. Key. I don't want one that returns. Hold on. Yeah, I know what I want. I know what I'm trying to do. I just need to remember the exact command. The exact method. Yeah, no, L strip. That's the opposite. I don't want L strip. I don't want L pad. Okay, that is what I thought. Key. Let's try that. Okay. Okay. The sprite frame lines appears to be an on somewhere. Let me check on for a second. I have a print statement in here. There it is. Okay. Got to get rid of that. Key start. Key. Yes, I know I can. This is key. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. I'm not sure I am. No, no, that's correct. Pieces key is the vector 2i. True means it's player 0. Oh, dum dum. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That's why it's not adding it. Kind of need a perfect. Okay. It added it, it added it. Okay, so this sets up the white pieces. And right here, I need a temp variable of I think this will be easier if I do it this way. One, one, two. Just new piece and new piece too. Now, no. I need to just pull it off. I just need to read the board itself and then reflect the pieces. Uh, right, that's the command I want. For child in get children. Right. Child piece. Wait, is that the? Yes. If child is piece, this is simple. I just need to foop. No. I think reflecting it during is going to be easiest. Make two new pieces for each one. Maybe this isn't the easiest way. Maybe there's a more clever way. I'm going to brute force it. I'm going to brute force it a little bit anyway. So I don't get hung up on trying to think of the clever way. Sometimes better just to move forward and make the train someone's hat. And there.
is marvelous. Said. LOL, I didn't hear most of that, but nice pull with the make the train some guy's hat. Is marvelous.
Piece
Said. Still one of
set
the best dev solutions of all time.
new piece 2 set up piece.
Boy, did your text to speech crash again?
What?
Did your text to speech crash again?
What did it? Did I turn the volume down by mistake? No. Are people saying things? Speech chat is. Okay, okay. No, I didn't hear any of that. That's weird. Is my volume turned up? Yes, it's turned up to like 70. It's not crashed. It's not.
Me.
Said. Yeah.
What happened to second screen?
I don't know. What happened to my second screen? Second screen has a video game on it. Oh, that's weird. No, nothing to do with this. The weird thing is that my chat program changed its icon while I wasn't looking. Okay. Oh. Eesh. Uh, I thought I had this bookmarked over here. I should have this bookmarked. Bookmark. What is even happening next? That reject. Reject advertising choices. Anyway, I completely missed all that, and I'm not sure why. My volume's turned up. Speech chat's open. My volume is turned all the way up. And yet I hear nothing. Ow. Okay, I heard that.
Is marvelous. Said. Mic check.
Okay, now I hear you. What the heck? That was weird. So let me do some back scrolling and see what's back scrolling. Yeah, okay. Dictionary is just key, value, and assignment. The key is my key. Okay. Check is mic'd.
Great Uncle Pixel.
Said. Check is mic'd.
So yeah, sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I just assumed my text-to-speech was working. Now, am I misunderstanding dictionaries in that I can have I don't think I can have multiple things assigned to the same key, right? Oh, I see. Maybe I, I send the val. Whoop, don't drag everything everywhere. I call the function from here rather than calling it from here. So if I add pieces to board, if I add piece, no, because I don't need an entire dictionary for that. I can just send them in one at a time, which is what I was doing. Uh, Why is this error? Why is this erroring at me? Oh, okay. It says it was not finished. Uh, but that's probably wrong. Dictionary is just key value. Yeah, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to making this the most efficient program I can make it. Because just to pop over here, it at least works again. At least setting up the board correctly again. So it's a little. I don't honestly know if these two functions are any less messy than any less messy in all this in the long run. But at the same time, I don't. Let's get rid of this. I don't need this at all. Yeah, I don't know if what I created is any less messy than all this stuff I just commented out. yeah, I can't just match key here because I've got 8 different pawns numbered pawn 0 to pawn 7. It's eight different keys that start with pawn from pawn 0 to pawn 7, and if I don't want to check them all individually. And in fact, I'm going to leave starting health not the same. I'll leave it here because that way, as I said, I can make that way I can alter it at will later by changing it in the setup routine. I don't need that either. That was just a. I don't need to return anything, right? This is a void. Yes. And the reason I called this normal void, uh, yeah, because there's. Hmm. So I can change, I can make other functions with other dictionaries. Let me rerun this again. Because I just want to take a look. I want to take a look at this. Yeah. Because, yeah, the keys are pawn 0, pawn 1, pawn 2. There isn't a key just called pawn. With the location of each pawn. Same for the 2 rooks, the 2 knights, the 2 bishops. Queen, there's only 1 queen and only 1 king, of course, but so this is printing temp. Who is this printing? Where'd this come from? King, king. Oh, that's this. Okay. Diction. Yeah. Okay. I forgot. So I don't need that anymore. Really. This is good. Oh, it's on line 213. That's my lucky number. Back on line 197. Child, piece name, ownership, animation, board position, child position. Yeah, okay. It's setting up the board correctly. And yeah, I'm sure I can make this more efficient, but right now I'm glad it works at all. And it, and this is called normal board because this way I can make alternate board setups. Like, for example, did I accidentally erase it just now? I did. Uh, for example, I can put in here alternate board. That will require adding new additions to this. So I don't actually want to do this right now. But that's what I can do. I can set up more pieces by adding them here. Yeah. Let me just check something too here. Does this still work? It does. Okay. I just want to make sure hitting R still reset the board. To make sure hitting R does not actually create a giant mess. That's what it shouldn't do. Oh, right. This no longer functions. This function no longer functions. Whoops. This function no longer functions as written. I'm going to have to redo it. Yada, 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 da, ba, da, ba, ba. Okay. Yeah, okay. It wrote up another. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh no. Oh no. Glad I caught that. Glad I caught that. Where are we? I want. Come on, I know it's here somewhere. Okay, function initialize board. For child in get children. If child is peace, uh, 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 I needed a longer nap, clearly. Ah. What? Uh, you free rather than just free. Okay. I want to. This way, it'll erase any pieces already in on the board. Because for when I restart a new game, it doesn't matter at the very beginning, but I want to clear out the board before I start adding pieces to it. That hadn't occurred to me until I started playing with it, and until I started playing with hitting the R key to reset it, and I got a
Duke
board
smile.
with a million
Said.
things here.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Duke smile. Said. But.
But
Duke smile. Said. Keep in mind to call underscore deferred on Q underscore free if they have physics going.
oh yeah, it shouldn't, since this can only be called from the. This should only be called from the movement routine, not from the battle routine, and the battle routine is where the physics matter.
Duke smile. Said. KK so not while fighting.
Right. You can't hit reset while fighting. I'm gonna make it that's gonna be a command only, or a while you're on the board, make selecting your move option rather than yeah. Yeah, like that. like that. It's in movement, right? I'm remembering correctly that it's in movement. Yeah. I'm not even sure I'm gonna keep this as is, but right, I just put this in as a temporary function anyway, but I will eventually add reset to the I do it eventually. Project settings, input map, add new action, reset, and then bind reset to R. I will eventually. Oh, right. That was clever. Was it? Right. Okay. Got distracted, but got distracted by my own previous self and what that guy was thinking. I don't always know what that guy is thinking. Now, however, I've got to change this. Because I don't need this anymore. And I don't need, this mess anymore. Yeah, this is pretty messy now that I look at it. Oh, wrong button. Damn it. I hit caps lock instead of shift. I wanted shift so I can select all this, comment it out. Oh, yeah, I guess I do need that here because my I guess I do still need this here, not just as a global definition for the pieces themselves, because is the selection box? Should the selection box be a class? You know what? I'm not going to mess with it right now. Maybe it should, but so let's put if input. Let's start recreating the movement routine. Pass. I want chess get pieces. Wait, do I have chess here? Yeah, yeah. And is get pieces in chess? Get all pieces. That's what it's called. No. Need to. Sure, I'm doing this the hard way. Print, debug, all pieces. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Doesn't quite name the. It doesn't name them anything interesting. Wonder if I could do that. It doesn't name them anything helpful when it creates them. Wonder if I could do that. Is that something I can do? Let's- Uh, Just playing with this now. This isn't really anything I need to do. This is more for visibility for me than it is for something I'll need to code later, that I'll actually use and code later. Maybe it will be though. I can yeah, I don't think I'll actually be using this in code. This just helps me see what the board looks like. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good is what that is. Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, there's 32. Yeah, right now this doesn't. Check something. Well, let me check here. Let me check here. Okay. Hmm, Okay. Okay. This. There needs to be a way to set this from the outside. So all of these need another function. I only have I have a thing in about an hour, so so I'm gonna wrap this up in a half hour, regardless of what I how much I get accomplished. But I think I'm getting stuff accomplished. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually say. Yes, yes. In case anyone's wondering, yes. Let's put that there. Okay. I mostly hesitate because, oh, geez, I don't want to write a function for, you know what? It's, hang on a second. Hang on a second. This function does not need to be overloaded. So I can just drop it in the piece. It's going to be exactly the same function for all of them. So it just needs to go into piece. Func reposition sprite. Call it that. I don't even need this. Wait, board position X and Y? Yes, board position X and Y. What's being, unexpected indent in class? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that just needs to be here. Doesn't even need to, Okay, that simplifies matters. I don't have to put this function into every single, okay. Okay, I feel, actually, let's just call it position sprite. Oh, right, and I have to do these. Oof. That's also a bit of a mess. It's not a mess. But, jeez. But yeah, this can just go in here. It doesn't need to be overloaded. It doesn't need to be, just can do as can do. Perfect. So we'll go back to the movement routine. I'm not right here. What's that? Also, I see the dinner's on the way, so. Okay, is there anything? Okay, good, good. I can still. I didn't. I'm checking the volume again because nope, that's down, that's up. Okay, don't want to turn. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, as I said earlier, sometimes you just have to make the train some guy's hat. And if you don't know what I mean by that, please look it up. It's hilarious. In fact, I'll look it up. Right. In Fallout 3, when you ride a train, there is no train. It's a guy with a train for a hat, and he's just running along the tracks. It was easy. It was easier to make the train car a piece of head armor and slap it onto an NPC than it was to make a working train. So sometimes, gone. Oh wait, maybe that's wrong. I hope that's. Oh no, that may not be the true. Oh, okay. It's not quite done that way, but it is a piece of. Turns out it's not some guy's hat. I'm disappointed. But the truth is just as silly. So apparently, the Metro cab is not a hat. Don't. It's not actually a hat. It's an arm piece. It's actually it's someone. It's actually someone's hand. And the train is not attached to the NPC. The train is attached to you. It's equipped to you, the player. And then forces your character to move along a set path, which is still pretty funny, and still it just basically. So got distracted. Welcome to my brain. So I hope not to make any of the chess pieces anyone's hat, but sometimes just easier to make it a hat. So I'll need to. Capture piece no longer works properly. Return from battle no longer works properly. Yeah. So this no longer works properly because I've the chessboard. The chessboard array has been deprecated. It's no longer in use. The thing I've been the thing I've been working on totally redoes how the board is stored. So anything that refers to the old version of the board does not work anymore. Oh, right, because I called it selected sprite rather because selected's up here. Also, let me keep an eye on increase. Ooh. It is easy burger. Encode TV. In fact, where did I put? That is exactly what this is supposed to do. But this is now Anyway, get all pieces. Name. Uh, Position. Piece. Position. Oops. Piece. Oh, shit. Does that work? E. Um, oh, wait. Oh, it's up here. Shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be here. Yeah, apparently I had it in two separate things here. Okay, I'm a little stuck because I need to work backwards from get all pieces. I need to be able to able to get this from this to get the piece name or get the piece node, the piece object from the coordinates, not just the other way around. Okay. I think I'm thinking too hard here. I'm thinking too hard on too little food. No. Technically, I have the game running, but there's nothing to see. It's just blank chessboard. So let me just hit R and make sure when I reset it, it doesn't create two sets. There aren't two sets of everything. There are not. It only has the one. Nine to 15. No, no, incorrect. Incorrect. Okay. Hitting restart on the program. Because yeah, I'm not playing. I'm keeping an eye on my. Okay, and then when I hit B, it should print the board. That's what I want. Yeah. Okay. This is of course all going to be. This is of course not going to be visible to the player. This is for me. The player can see the chessboard. I'm just making sure what is showing on the screen matches what's going on in the computer's brain, so to speak. Because, oh goodness, I actually probably don't even need this anymore. It was a problem before because the pieces position on the board and where the sprites were not inherently linked, which was an issue. It was an issue. But I've with this new organization with the makes it not an issue at all, so I don't really need to keep track of it. Child visible equals false. Okay, that's what I want. That's correct. Yeah. So yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to hat train this program a little bit, but I need this here. I don't want this here. So I'm not sure I want to be doing this check every frame. It doesn't need to be doing that check every frame. It only needs to do this when it doesn't need doing this check every frame. Mode not equal prev mode. I mean, it's not clear. I literally, oh, underscore. There's an underscore in it. Actually, I don't need that. There we go. Now it should only matter. This way, it'll only be doing this check when the mode changes instead of it'll still be doing this check every frame, which is a bit of a but because the mode changes in several different places, it's easier to have it check here than it is to check. I don't need the old initialized board because this doesn't even work anymore. But I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there for now. I can delete it later when I'm sure it's working. And I'm sure everything is functional. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble wrapping my head around this new organization. I have, I have no doubt it's better, but I am looking for a way. I'm looking for a way to work backwards. Can I function? Can I do the function of get? Because I to find what piece is in a square. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something here, which is possible. It's possible. It's possible there's an easy way to do this, and I'm not thinking about it correctly. Process input. Let's go back there. If input is just pressed action, okay. Is the game still running? It is. V. Okay. Function. Okay. B. Because I don't. Uh, okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, I forgot to give the cat kibble.
How could you? She almost starved.
She is starving. Look at her. She's all skin and bones.
She's
Look
having
at
to
her.
resort to eating plants.
Yeah? Are you eating plants? Okay. Okay. Let's go up here.
Yeah, so cute.
let's go up here and let's see if I can find. Oh, I no longer even need this function here, print board. In fact, if print board will not work as is. None of this will really work as is. This is all gonna. I want this up here. Just okay. Get all pieces. Get all positions. Uh, piece is piece at. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. Piece at. Okay, piece at location. Vector location. Vector 2i. 2i. Crap, what am I returning? I'm returning piece. Function piece at location piece. 4. There. Temp piece. Thank you. Ooh, a burger. I will eat that in a moment. Oh man, it's 7 o'clock. So I gotta wrap this up. But I want to finish this function first. Fair temp piece. Oh, right. Colon 4. Hang on. For a child in get children. If child board position. If child is piece and child board position equal. If child is piece, if child board child board position equals lock. Then temp equals child. Stop that. Turn temp. Turn no. The capital no, it's lowercase. Turn no. I don't quite like that, but I think it'll work. I think that will work. Where is yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna have to redo return from battle entirely. I'm going to. This is movement, right? Am I in the right movement? Okay. Where is action? Thing equals chess get I literally just forgot what the thing's called. F plus function piece at location. X comma Y. Send it in like that? That looks like I'm sending in two variables, but it's actually one variable. It's print if thing not equal null. What are you doing? Null print debug thing. Expected one argument. That's okay. I was afraid of that, but I was hoping it would understand what I meant. Comment that out because it's making it spammy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here because dinner is sitting next to me, and I'm doing a thing in about a half hour. But on. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what happens if I get rid of if I can I print a null?
Is marvelous. Said. Thanks for the stream. Winking and laughing.
Oh good, okay, it does print null. I want to know if it's null, actually. Yes, it's when I click on it, when I select a piece, it doesn't select the piece yet, obviously, but it knows what piece it is on. That is very important. So I can get now I have a function where I can send it a location and it'll tell me what piece is at that location. That is what I needed. And okay. So that's I have I can't say I made too much forward progress. I made a lot of sideways progress. And I cleared away some underbrush to prepare for re-implementing the select a piece and move it across the board routine. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of crap too. There's a lot of messy X code in here that doesn't need to exist anymore.
Ill Philly.
Anyway, thank you for
Thanks
being on this.
stream.
Thank you for showing up on the stream and chatting on the stream and helping me with stuff on the stream. I always appreciate tips because I'm still new to Godot. Just because this is my fourth game with Godot doesn't mean I know everything about it. Those previous games are well, two of them are highly unfinished, and the first one I could redo so much easier now. Maybe not quicker, so I don't feel like starting again from scratch, but easier. In any event, I will be back tomorrow with not with coding, but with Breath of Fire 4. And I will see you. See everyone. Everyone just show up and say hi again. Good night. Where's the off button? There it is. Good night. Oh, wait. Hang on. I gotta raid somebody. Let's find someone to raid. Who haven't I raided in a while? Not that one. That's not, someone. That's one of the streams I like to watch. I don't need to. I'm not rating the Mystery Science Theater 3000 stream. They don't need my. I don't think it's. Raid. TSIF. Raid. Put your fingers in the correct spots on the keyboard. Great Uncle Pixel, who is me. Yeah. Okay. And again, let's try this again. The part where I say, good night, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow with gaming,
Marvelous,
Monday with more coding.
said.
Here we go.
Night.